know.
When did you start singing?
Always. The singing came before the trumpet and the piano.
Okay.
But ironically, when I was growing up, I didn't want to be a singer. I would go on gigs with my dad, and he would say, now Benny's going to come out and sing New York, New York. And I'd be like back in the horn section with the guys, like, oh, that's jive. I don't want to sing, man. I'm a horn player. I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
And then I would get out in front of the band and sing L-O-V-E, Nat King Cole, and ham it up. So it was always there. But there was my awkward teen years where I was rebelling against...
You were too cool for it.
I was too cool.
Yeah.
And now, of course, everyone's like, why don't you put the microphone down and play the trumpet a little more? So,
it
created a monster.
That's true at all.
Created a monster.
You don't even put the microphone down.
No,
you hold the microphone and play the trumpet at the same time.
Andromeda, I'm crazy. I don't know what to tell you.
You are crazy. Do you find that being a singer or singing more as you're doing more singing these days informs your trumpet playing or vice versa?
Absolutely. And the older I get, the more I'm sliding into a mentor role instead of mentorship. We talked about, or some of my mentors earlier. It's something that was impressed upon me by Wycliffe Gordon, incredible trombonist. This idea of everybody should sing, regardless of what instrument you play, whether you're a drummer and you're not dealing with harmony. Everybody should sing because, like you said, it informs you to your instrument, and just the relationship between what you hear and what comes out is strengthened anytime. So I have students for jazz camps and workshops around the world. It doesn't matter to me what they play. I'm having them learn melodies.
Yeah,
singing,
and the lyrics to the songs, I think, also is important to know.
You're gonna, how many times have people ask for My Funny Valentine as their first dance at a wedding? I'm like, really? Do you know? It's not actually the greatest, first dance, but
no.
It's good to know the lyrics too, for sure.
How do you distribute your practice time between piano and trumpet and voice? And is there anything else that you play? Did I forget something?
Yeah, I think you got the big three there.
Okay.
Mostly, trumpet is such a fickle beast that she really takes up the majority of my time. My vocal practice basically consists of whiskey and or tequila. That's
mine
too. You know what? Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah,
that explains a lot.
Whiskey and tequila
That's right.
is the best.
In the honor of Frank Sinatra. That's my vocal warm-up is Jack Daniels, But the trumpet, you really have to show this instrument a lot of tender love and care. And if you don't, she will let you know. So this is really, I'm a slave to the trumpet every day. Even now, even after performing concerts, I go home and still put in a couple hours, because if I don't, she's going to let me hear about it the next day. So singing has always kind of been really a passion of mine apart from the trumpet. And piano is where I do a lot of composing, but the trumpet is really where I slave away.
That's your primary. I've seen you do gigs though where you were like playing the piano and singing and playing. Yes, I have seen this.
Yeah.
How do you talk about changing hats? How do you mentally prepare, or is it just like second nature at this point?
They say that necessity is the mother of invention. And in the past year with the pandemic, all of the gigs that I were doing were outside somewhere on a sidewalk. There was no amplification. There was no stage. And whatever budget there was before, if the occupancy was half, then you can do the math.
Yeah.
The gig money's going to be half. And so I said, well, geez, I can't really hire a full band. I'll just play piano by myself and trumpet at the same time. And I'll just cut out the middleman here.
Yeah.
And it was really something that started off sort of like a party trick. But the more you do something, the more I practiced, I got into it. And it became something that now is not just a party trick. It's actually, I can get through songs a little bit. And I can't take that much credit because I mentioned him before. Nicholas Payton did beat me to the punch with that. I've seen him do it a couple times, and he even has like a harness for the trumpet so he doesn't have to hold it and he can just do this. So
that's fancy.
I'm merely an apprentice at the craft.
But you're a great piano player on your own, like doing piano gigs even. You've even saved me.
I know it. I remember at the hotel. I remember.
That was so crazy.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
Well, I tell a lot of young musicians that want to move to New York now, people say, can you make a living in jazz music? Can you make a living as a full-time performer? And I say absolutely, unequivocally, yes. The difference to me is in the past, there was more room in the music for specialists. And you could say, I'm a third trumpet player and I'm graduating from high school and I'm going out with Buddy Rich's band or Woody Herman's band or Stan Kenton's band, and I just play third trumpet. And you could work every night of the week playing third trumpet in a big band, and that's your title. Now, you know, the way the music scene is, we all just have to be more versatile.
Of course.
So you have to be able to play Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind & Fire horn parts at a wedding on Saturday, play the Great American Songbook at the Carlisle on Sunday, play in church Sunday morning and know all of the hymns. And you just have to know all these different styles of music, which really I think is making us all better musicians because we are... You know, we speak in all of these different musical tongues.
The vocabulary.
And when you have a project like what we did for Savage Content, where you say, let's do Backstreet Boys, but Afro-Cuban, and let's do Tom Jones, but Ahmad Jamal, and let's do Beyonce, but up-tempo swing. And you're just combining all of these different musical languages. And it keeps things fresh, you know?
Yeah, and your band has the vernacular because all of you guys are so flexible.
That's
right.
And the vernacular, actually.
You guys have the vernacular. Hey, that's copywritten.